is the Texas weather discussion video for Wednesday, the 30th of August. We are nearing the first day of meteorological fall. Texas weather this week is, of course, trending drier but not hotter. And also, tropical storm Harvey is still affecting some friends in the south and east. And also, how's PTCT doing? Potential tropical cyclone 10. A lot of things to talk about here. Here's water vapor satellite view. As we always start off with, you can see the remnant circulation of tropical storm Harvey is basically making landfall between, I'd say, the Texas and southern Louisiana coast. And obviously, drier air is there's drier air to the west of the storm. Here, the temperatures at 508. DFW 74. Go to the west. Mineral wells in the 60s. Graham 63, and I think we should warm up to the upper 80s for today, with a nice breeze at 10 to 15 miles an hour to the north. Here's the watch warning map. A lot of things going on here. We have a multitude of flash flood watches and warnings in parts of the east, southeast, and southeast. Have a flash flood watch that basically includes all of Louisiana. Includes Mississippi River Valley and some of the adjacent areas. Tropical storm warnings and such. We also have heat issues in the west. Where they're almost literally baking, and we also have dense fog advisories for parts of the Midwest, including Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and parts of Kentucky. So a lot of things going on here. Convective outlook wise, we have the standard risk for parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and some Louisiana. And on day 2, a marginal risk for parts of the southeast. And here's day 3, risk for severe weather for parts of the Carolinas and some of the Kentucky and Tennessee. Again, they're dealing with a risk for these small isolated tornadoes that can come out of Tropical Storm Harvey. Take a look at the rainfall output for the next 7 days. Amounts have come down, which is a really good thing. The bullseyes are only 6 inches of rain in 2 locations, really. And that's only the big amounts for in this map now, which is really, really good. Here's Tropical Storm Harvey, the GOES 16 view. These things have been doing incredible with these tropical cyclones and storms. And you can see what's left of Harvey is basically the feeder bands of the thunderstorm and also the eye. And also the eye of the storm, and that's making its way towards the north and northeast. And here's the projected rainfall output in more detail. That's directly related to Harvey, and this is suggesting about 4 to 6 inches at most in some locations. That's a big improvement from Texas. And here's the official track. By Thursday morning, early Thursday morning, this is expected to weaken to a depression and then become post-tropical cyclone by Saturday or Sunday, as it makes its way towards West Virginia and Ohio. But again, you still deal with the chance for small isolated tornadoes and potential for localized flooding in some spots. And here's PTCT, potential tropical cyclone 10 right here. It's basically been failing to consolidate here. And here's the official track. If this NHC currently gives it a 0% chance of developing during the next 48 hours and 5 days, which is strange. But if it somehow does develop, its name, of course, will be Ivan. Its name would be Ivan, and it'll basically go into the North Atlantic. Not much to say there. It won't impact the United States. No impacts on Texas with this. But let's focus on Invest 93L, just off the Cape Verde Islands. And if this develops before the PTCT does, I think its name would be Ivan. But if it doesn't, and if it becomes tropical cyclone before this wave does, its name would be Jose. And these models show that this storm will gain latitude before making any sorts of landfall. Here's the GFS ensemble. Yep, most of these models show this gaining latitude, and we currently don't know whether this will basically impact the Carolina coast, recurve, or just have an impact on the U.S. We don't know yet. But some models recurve this thing to the Atlantic, and that's something we'll just have to worry about with time. And here's the intensity guidance. Here's the intensity guidance after becoming tropical storm. Some models want to bring it up to a Category 1 or 2 hurricane after becoming tropical storm. So this is just something we're just gonna have to worry with time. So here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock. 500 millibars, troughing in the north. Remnant circulation of Harvey's basically by the Texas-Louisiana coast, and down below that we're still going to remain dry due to a lot of dry air to the west of the system. A lot of dry air that's going to keep us dry with highs in the upper 80s. When Thursday, the storm basically moves to the Mississippi Arkansas region. Again, we're staying dry. Highs in the upper 80s. Same thing on Friday, and the weekend, not much change here. We're still going to be dry. Same thing Saturday, and same thing Monday and Sunday. And we're still going to remain dry with highs in the low 90s. Monday now, we're still on this trend of drying for Labor Day weekend, basically, with highs in the lower 90s, where temperatures are starting to increase, but not much, not very noticeable changes here. But this is Tuesday. Here, here's a potential tropical low, it seems, emerging from the Gulf, and Tuesday we could see 1 or 2 scattered showers or storms about on Tuesday in relation to that. And well, here's the week from today. Here's September the 6th on Wednesday. Ooh, low amplitude trough in the north. Wow. Heights are still below average for us, and again, we still deal with the chance for an isolated shower or storm or two. But here's the European model on the potential tropical low on September the 6th, which is Wednesday, and European is actually a little slow on bringing this towards the U.S. We'll just have to we'll just worry about that with time. But both models are in agreement that we could see a potential tropical cyclone with this. So both models are in agreement with that. Here's the end of the forecast period on Friday the 8th of September. Again, low amplitude trough in the north. Heights are about where they should be. And again, that looks like a dry day. But let's look at the numbers here. I don't think we will be in the 90s all week. I think we could see some 80s here and there. But lows, we're expected to be in the low, basically in the low 70s for the remainder of this week. No signs of any excessively hot weather. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.